Okay, in this video I will be showing you how to use dual monitors in Ubuntu with an Nvidia video card. To do this, you have to go to your system administration and go to Nvidia X server settings. Okay, so the first screen you're gonna get, this window, you're gonna get some information about the drivers of your Nvidia video card. Now where you want to go is right here where it says X server display configuration. Click that, and now you can see that my main monitor is this one right here, and to the right of it, there's another monitor that was detected, but it's disabled. So all you have to do, if you have two monitors, all you have to do is plug in your second monitor and turn it on. Sometimes you don't even have to turn it on for it to be detected, but you want it on if you want to use it. So plug it in, and it should be detected here. And to enable it, you have to select it first. Just click it, and then go to configure, and you want to select twin view, and OK. So now it's enabled, and let's say this monitor is to the right of my main monitor, and I want to move it to the right. You can just select it and go to position, and then click right off, and it will be to the right. So when you move a window outside of your first monitor, it will move to the right direction to the second monitor. And another thing is if your monitors are not level, like in the same level, so if you have one monitor higher than the other one and you want to be able to move windows without having them jump up or down, what you can do is where it says position here, just click it and go to absolute. And when you do that, let's say this monitor right here is lower than my main monitor. What I would do after selecting absolute in the position setting, I would just grab it and then drag it down. So the next time I move a window from here, I have to move it like if I was actually physically moving that window from the first one to the second one without it jumping up or down when it moves to the second window. And here you have some other settings, the color depth. And after you do that and you're happy with all your settings, you just go to apply, and it should apply it. Now you're obviously not going to be able to see this since I'm recording only one monitor, so I'm not going to apply it, but you get the point. You just pick those settings and apply it, and your second monitor should turn on and show an extended desktop on both monitors. Now another thing about this Nvidia X server settings that you can use is if you go to color correction here, if your monitor, if you're not happy with the image of your monitor, if it's maybe a little bit greenish or bluish or reddish, now you have some settings on your monitor, but those are kind of limited. You can only do so much with those. If you tried to fix your image using those settings and you're still not happy with it, you can always come here to the X server color correction, and let's say if you have a screen that looks a little bit too reddish, what you would do is just select red from here, and then go to contrast and lower it. Now you're probably not going to be able to see this. I'm not sure about that, but you probably won't since I'm recording my desktop. Anyways, you just correct your settings, and you have brightness here and contrast and gamma, so you can play with those. Another thing here is cursor shadow. If you want to add a shadow to your cursor, you can do it from here. So you just enable it and you know, change these settings. If you want to change the color of your shadow, you can do that too. But I don't like that, so I'm just gonna uncheck that. And you get some information about your video card here too, like your temperature, the temperature of your video card processor. You can see that here. You can see that mine is at 49 Celsius right now. And you also get some other information like the CPU clock, the GPU clock, and the memory clock. And if your video card supports different levels of performance based on maybe temperature, or with a slider that you change, you can see here the state of your video card. Mine only supports, it doesn't have that feature, so it's always at maximum performance. And you can see that the GPU clock and memory clock. So if you overclock your video card, you can check those settings here to see what it's running at. And right here you just get different sliders on for your monitors. My second monitor, I didn't enable it yet. I didn't click apply when I set up my dual monitor, so it's not gonna be available right here. But here where it says digital vibrance, you can make the colors in your monitor look more vibrant. Like basically what it is, it just turns up the saturation of your colors. And you can also sharpen the image. So if for some reason your monitor, it looks fuzzy, and maybe it's a defect in your monitor, maybe your monitor is getting old and you can't fix that, you can move this slider up and turn up the sharpness. That's pretty much it. So if you have a second monitor, why don't you just plug it in and try it out? You get more desktop space. Okay, thanks for watching.